Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. My name's Claire. I'm going to do a flip cup. I haven't done one in a while, so I'm really excited. I recently had a delivery of some new Amsterdam paints, and there were 4 colours, and the 4 colours have been just on my shelf together. They just look so good together. There's 2 different pinks, there's a bronze, and then there's a red. And I just keep looking at these pots of paint thinking they would look so good as a painting. So I'm going to use those 4 colours. I'm going to add some really deep purple and add some pearl white, but that's it. So just inspired by the colours and what I can do with those colours. So I'm going to do a flip cup. I'm going to do a few flip cups on one canvas, so I'm going to get some lines hopefully within the design, and hopefully some beautiful cells. So let me show you the colours. These first 4 are the paints that I've just ordered. So Amsterdam Carmine, Persian Rose, Bronze, and Venetian Rose. And just looking at just those 4, I just think they go so well. I needed a bit more depth to it, so I've gone for some permanent blue violet, and then I wanted some white as well. So I've gone for pearl white as opposed to normal white. So they're all mixed up there. So they're mixed with PVA glue and water pouring medium, which I make myself. So I'll put the recipe for that in the description, as long as the ratio of paint to pouring medium. And then I'm going to be putting 2 or 3 drops of Spot On Treadmill Silicone into each cup as well. Let me try and give you an idea of the consistency. It's quite creamy, it's quite thick, it leaves a trail for a few seconds. But it flows nicely. So as I'm going to pour that out the cup, it's going to flow really well, but thick enough that it's not going to blend too much with the neighbouring colour. I'm going to layer up 3 cups. So, and I think I want 2 layers in each cup. So I'm going to use half of this paint to put the first layer in. This is the order I would like. Because these 2 are so dark, I've sandwiched the white in between, and then the paler colours at the other side. So I am just going to drizzle some of the paint on the bottom. It's really thick, so it should just sit nicely on top of each other. So that's not half, so I think I'm going to... No, I'm going to stick with that, because I might then come back actually and do 3 layers if I haven't used it all. So I've actually gone for 2 layers of each, but the second layer I think was a little bit thicker than the first layer. I realised I'd never fit 3 layers, although I've got paint left, I'd never fit the 3 layers into the cups. These cups are beautiful, absolutely beautiful colours. Actually, I might as well just finish off one of these at least. This is my favourite one, the Venetian Rose. It's like a corally peachy colour. Absolutely beautiful. So let's just get that finished. I'm reusing a canvas again, 29 by 42 centimetres. So I'm going to flip these over, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put them this end. Right, just give that a second. I just quite like to kind of burp it and let a little bit of air out, because I think that helps the paint just flow down. And then I'm going to flip them over and then drag them towards me. So here goes. Right, there's still a bit of paint in there, in all of those. I am not going to put it on the canvas though, because I've got so much colour here already, so much paint here. Wow. So that bit will go. I don't like that bit. That bit just dripped out the cup, and the same there. I managed to avoid it on this one. So what I'm going to do first is get the canvas covered there, but I'm going to get a corner catcher. So a corner catcher is just a piece of cardboard. Just a piece of cardboard. I'm just folding it in half, and then I'm just putting it over the corner of the canvas. So, and it just stops me losing some of the paint. I want to keep as much paint on here as I can to start with, because then it just gives me more options later. When I tilt the paint off to get the good composition, it just keeps the paint on. It gives me more options later. It makes it easier to tilt. Okay, I think, so I've got two options. One is that I torch now. The other option is that I get the canvas covered and then torch. I think I'm just going to keep getting this canvas covered because I've got a lot of paint on here. So I think I'd rather do the tilting once everything's, torching once everything's covered. So let's get that corner again. And that's great because I've lost that bit I didn't like already. Oh, this is so exciting. I haven't done a flip cup for ages. Right, all covered except for a tiny bit of canvas here. So I think I'm just going to leave. Shall I? Maybe I'll just get it covered now, so I don't have to worry about it. Right, it's done. So that's very heavy, so I know there's a lot of paint on there. Right, let's give it a good torch. Just torching quite slowly, quite high up. So I think what I'd like with this painting is I like lots of cells, but I'd also quite like to be able to see some of the lines underneath. So I won't get too close. So if you have too many cells, you don't see any of the lines, any of the design underneath at all, because the cells just crowd it and take over. I'm very, very, very good at over torching. So annoyingly, I get a bit addicted to keep torching, getting all the cells to come up, and then it just limits what you can do with the end result. So I'm just going to try my hardest and be more limited with my torching to start with. See, already I can feel myself going closer because I haven't got enough cells, but this is the danger time. And if you get too close, you just keep torching. So what would be best is if I stopped now and just let the cells that I've got develop. So for some reason, the cells are coming through beautifully here, but not here. I wonder, it's covered in bronze. I wonder if the bronze is a bit thick. I thought I mixed them all to the same consistency, but there's a lot of bronze there, and it just seems to be, there just doesn't seem to be cells everywhere, which is a shame. This colour scheme, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So that's red, purple, white and Venetian rose I can see there. So the problem I have is I like the edges, I don't like the centre, so that creates a big problem. Because what do I tilt off? Or do I tilt anything? No, I'll have to tilt some off because it's so heavy. There's too much paint on here at the moment. Right. My favourite is this top bit here. So I think it would make sense to tilt down the canvas. I'm not as keen on this bit because there's gold and pink cells through the gold. So the contrast isn't as good as much there. I wonder if I can go back towards me to sort of pick up those cells and then try and stretch them down a bit. I think I'm just going to have to, there's some beautiful cells here, but I think I'm going to have to lose them in order to stretch out some of the other ones. So now I haven't lost any yet, but actually I've actually managed to stretch those out quite nicely without actually tilting anything off at the moment. Right, what shall I do? I'm not as keen on this bit here. So let's try and tilt some of that off. So I'm just slowly moving the weight of the paint down to that bottom corner. Very slowly to try and keep the shape of all the cells. Okay. And then just slowly bring it back again. See, now I don't like this bit, so let's get rid of that. Right, I did quite a big stretch then. That might have been too much. Right, this is gorgeous. This looks very stretched here. I wonder if I could just very carefully try and get the weight of the paint down to that bottom corner to get rid of some of that looks so stretched. But then obviously you get rid of the bit that looks stretched, you are risking stretching more. Ah, no, that looks better though. Happier with that already. This colour scheme is amazing. Absolutely love it. So I've got small cells here, some massive cells here. So I'm wondering if luck would go my way and I'd now be able to get some smaller cells up in here. Yes, I can, it was working. So that will just give some contrast to those really large cells. I really like having different sized cells in a painting. Ah, yes, it's balanced it really well. I've now got lots of little cells. Oh, I'm much happier. And actually, the cells come up, although they're gold within gold, there's gold cells come up within the gold. I wonder if I can do it for those big blobs. Oh, I'm much happier. Oh, I love it. The colours are amazing. That purple next to that pearl white is stunning. What a stunning colour combination. Right, I'm now overdoing it, I know, but I sort of feel like I need to now because of how big those cells are. So it's now crowded, but I love it. I'm happy. Wow, one crazy mass of cells. Love it. Right, let me show you. I'm so, so happy. So happy. What an interesting painting. So you've got 3 different size cells. You've got the kind of what I would call more normal size cells here, the massive cells there and there, but then the tiny cells as well. So I think it really works. It wouldn't be my choice to have these massive cells, but if I tilt them off, this is going to stretch far too much, and I don't want to risk doing that. These colours are absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love them. Tiny cells there, but I think that's what makes it for me. You've got such a variety. You can still see the lines. I've definitely over-torched. If you want, if you want to see the design and the lines still, I've over-torched it, but I'm really happy with this result. So let me show you up close. So there's the Venetian rose, one of my favourite pinks, and some red, the white, the purple, and then the bronze. Tiny cells. I think that there, yeah, that's not the Venetian rose there. That is the pale pink. And then can you see what I mean when I said cells within the cells? So it's gold cells with, no, not gold. I'm saying, sorry. If I said gold, I meant bronze. Bronze cells within the bronze, but it does make it a bit more bubbly, breaks it up a little bit. And it's really sparkly. The bronze and the pearl white, I don't know if you can see there, the sparkle in that pearl white is really pretty. Right, I'll be back when it's dry. So it's now dry and I love it. The colours are just so rich and warm and happy. It just feels like a really happy painting. It's really interesting because you can see the 3 cups really obviously. So one here, one in the centre that's got a bit squashed, and then one at the edge. And you can see the gold, the bronze around the edges of them. So definitely you can see the pattern. So the red in the 3 and then the purple. So you can almost see the layering kind of spilt out over the canvas here. Let me show you up close. The cells are just gorgeous. So you've got this lovely river of pink running through here with the cells on top. You can see all the different sizes of the cells. Just so pretty. The combination, this colour combination is just, I love it. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm going to definitely do some more paintings with this colour combination. Let me show you the shine on this. Look at that. So there you've got the silver, then you've got the bronze. It's so shimmery. And the shine literally just comes from the pouring medium, the PVA glue in this. So there's no varnish on this yet. I will varnish it, and that will bring out the shine even more and the colours even more. So there it is. Please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear if you've got any comments or thoughts about this painting. Do let me know. Great, thank you so much for watching. Bye.